All right, even though springtime is right around the corner, I wanted to show you guys some of these really fat cuttings that are sitting in the dirt. As you can see, nothing is really happening. Nodes aren't popping up or anything. There's no leafing, but you can see on some of the small ones, they're leafing like crazy. So what I've done is I've taken these, a couple of these out of the dirt like this, and they've been in here for 3 months. And then what I'm doing is I'm cleaning these up and propagating these indoors now to give them a real good jump start. These have been in here since 11/17. This one's gonna go back in. You can see we got the same thing going on here. Nothing really going on. But let me go into the shop and show you exactly what I do with these things. And then we might as well take a look at this really fat cutting. Here, as you can see, it's rooting in 100% water, and it's a giant cutting. Okay, so here's what I got going on. These are the fat ones that I just pulled right now on camera. And I cut these, I pulled these out this morning. You can see I sealed the tops with a bonsai kind of, I should say, with a pruning paste. This one I cut off an existing one. This was a long one that I pulled out and cut in half. And like I said, today is March 1st. So I'm going to show you what I'm comparing it with. This is in here. I'm going to set the phone down just for a second. Okay, I'm down to my last couple ones. So here's what I do. I spray these like this. I set this in there. Depending how long it is and how the node spacing, as you can see, this has got really pretty tight node spacing for something this big. And I don't want to wrap it, roll it like it's a cigar. I want this to fit loosely around here. Then I give it a couple more sprays. And the idea is I don't want to get, I want to keep the bottom of this exposed to as much heat as possible and not wrapped up in a wet paper towel. So you'll see. This goes in a bag, and then I kind of pin it up a little bit like this. And like I said, this is just going to be a matter of a few short weeks before I get soil in it. So let me show you exactly why. I'm going to finish these two up, and I'm going to pull some off of the heat and show you the kind of callousing I'm trying to develop. Okay, coming out of the bag and unwrapping it, you can see how crazy these roots are. This has been cut and broken off when I was first pulling this long branch out. But this has been about 2.5 weeks in this bag, wrapped up in paper towels. This sat in the dirt outside for 3 months, just like everything else. And then it's automatically coming back to life. Now, I know I could have just left them in the pot, but then, I'm going to have 5 or 6 of these big ones in one big pot. So either way, they had to be split out. So I might as well do this. I'll get them started, and then we'll move them into at least 5 gallons, because I have a feeling these are going to be really vigorous. I have no idea what they're going to be, but judging by this, you can see it. They're going to grow real crazy. Now, right where there was a wound, you can see it's got roots, but up here by the node, it's looking awesome. And all I've been doing is, like, every other day, I just take it out, give it a little squirt, get the paper towel a little bit wet, wrap it up, and then change paper towels like, once a week, so it doesn't get too messed up. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on these, and I'll get you guys caught up. My goal is, once it gets rooted, which I'm going to do on this one before the end of the video, is once it starts rooting like this, I'll convert the bag into a fig pot and put it up here, and we'll watch it grow. Since there was enough roots on that one, I've gone ahead and put it into a baggie, like I said, and I'm just setting it into this cup for now so it doesn't fall over. And I'm keeping the soil open so I could water it from the top, as well as some holes so I could water from the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of here and put it right into a 5-gallon bucket from there. But you can see that's just maybe 2 weeks, and it's ready. 3 weeks now, and it's ready to be put into dirt. All right, John, I want you to have a look at some of these cuttings. This big fat one, you can see, was put into this bag on 3/2/23. Today is 3/11. All right, so that's like 9 days, and you can see this is just getting ready to explode. Now, this thing was in the dirt outside for like 3 months, but it showed no signs of life. You can see nothing has even started to swell. So I yanked it out of the dirt and put it into this bag with wet paper towel, and there's our update on that one. Some of these other cuttings, I'm gonna look for the other video, but I think it was the same time, maybe March 1st, when I went and did the same thing. Oh, actually it says here, it was February 23rd when I made these paper towel fig pops. And as you can see, that this one is just exploded. He's ready to get up potted. And just barely starting to break bud. And those, again, were in there since March 1st, 2023. A couple of these other ones are just starting to show some signs of life. I'm going to go ahead and pack those back up. The whole idea is I'm putting these, like I said, bottom part's wrapped in a paper towel, like so. Put in a black bag and sealed, and put it under some heat and some lights. And I do open the bag. Once I start seeing a little bit of green growth, I open the top of the bag. I check them every couple of days because I'm excited to see them and I want to keep them clean. So that's it. That's a little update. This is, like I said, 9 days, and I'm telling you, I'll come back to this one in a few days, but this one's getting just ready to explode. Okay, I'm not exactly sure the variety of this cutting because it was picked from a wild tree, so it's going to be up to me to propagate it enough to grow the fruit and see what it is. So I've got so many of these going from all different sizes. I'm going to go ahead and put this in a clear cup, and it's going to sit on the windowsill, and we're just going to watch these roots grow through the cup. And incidentally, I'm also using my outdoor soil blend, with just a combination of all kinds of things. But this will also give me a good idea on how well these figs are going to do in my soil. Okay, here's a last look at the 3 big fat cuttings that I've already transplanted. These 2 are already in dirt right in the plastic pot. And this one is in a plastic bag in the big pot. You can see they're doing nicely. And these are sure to be massive little trees. All right, that's it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget your bell. Come along with me on this venture while I work on my cars, play with my trees, and do whatever I want in my retirement. Thanks for watching. The Gearhead Gardener here on Fillet TV. Ciao.